How many times have you thought about trying something only to be immediately stopped by a flood of self-doubt? How many ideas have you had that you just dismissed entirely because you thought there's no way it would ever work out? Have you been paralyzed by the fear of failure? Because I have. I have an entire list of doubts and fears and negative thoughts that run through my head that I've compiled to read here. These can be tweaked to apply to any situation, but I'm specifically using it for this YouTube channel. Tell me if any of this sounds familiar to you. Nobody's gonna watch this, so what's the point? I don't have anything new or valuable to say. It'll take too much effort to put out videos consistently. What if my friends see and think it's really cringy? I look and sound really bad on camera. I don't even know what I'm doing. I could go on and on, but those are some of the most common thoughts. And yeah, when I say them all out loud, it's no wonder it took me so long to make this channel. Anything is gonna feel impossible when the first step is climbing over the mountain of doubts in front of you. But I finally came to terms with something. It's actually okay to fail. Failing is a part of life, and it's a good part of life. I had heard that a few times from a few different sources, but I didn't really believe it until more recently. Like, failing is hard. It often has negative consequences. You can feel really embarrassed. And honestly, sometimes it feels like it takes part of your self-worth. But you know what's worse than that? The fact that the fear of failure just slowly ruins your life. It closes so many doors that were open to you. We all have so much potential to do so many great things, but fear just eats up our ambitions and wastes our time. So what if my videos are a little cringy? So what if my friends watch it? So what if my channel doesn't get any views? At least I can say that I tried it. And all of that has been a really big mindset shift for me. So I'm finally just going for it. What changed my perspective? Well, a few different things. For one, I've had a lot of time to do self-reflection lately. I got laid off recently, which prompted a lot of this in the first place. I hadn't just sat down and wrote out my thoughts for the longest time, and it turns out that's what I've been needing to do. I also talked to really close friends and family and got really great advice on multiple areas of my life. Basically, I started reflecting on my life in a deeper way for the first time. Better late than never, right? I called this channel Steady Change for a couple reasons. One, part of my new perspective is that you don't need to make sudden, drastic changes to your life for things to get better. I guess I always put off trying anything because I was never ready to flip the switch and suddenly start doing everything differently. It's better to just change little things over time instead. And two, I've been implementing these things in my own life, and I want to share the things that I found most helpful. So I want to cover things like finding work and career satisfaction, having fun just learning new skills, the realities of life after school, and a bunch of other things. There are a lot of areas of life that we all deal with to some extent, but not everyone stops to think how we can make them better. So there, I'm finally doing it. I'm finally making a YouTube channel after thinking about it for years. You're watching this video right now, so it's done. And if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can. Stop letting the fear of failure decide everything in your life. I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. So go out there, learn from your mistakes, and surprise yourself with how many things you can actually succeed in.